Welcome back to What Are Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the T95 FV4201 Chieftain. It's a tier 10 reward tank, a British heavy. It's located on the defending team of Steps Assault, and it's under the command of Awppenheimer. And you can see he's got the specialized equipment to actually handle this battle. He's defending the cap. Okay, heavy tank with an almost impenetrable turret. The hull, well, slightly different. The hull is basically a T95, which is an American tank, and the design was supposed to be that the Chieftain would share the turret, this brilliant turret, and the gun with the American heavy tanks, but they decided not to go ahead with a crossover. It's got a 120mm main gun, the L11, capable of 440 alpha, and it will penetrate 270mm of armor with standard rounds, and with the APCR that he's loaded, it's capable of 322mm of pen. So this is a really good reward tank. First shot is a penetrating shot, and he gets a high roll, 469. Took a round in the tracks there from the T54, and he receives another high roll for 456. If he stays where he is, he's going to go out the game. That's another hit, and he's out the game with the third shot. Okay. Now, it's a really good tank to get. You can only get it if you are a really good player. It's a Clan Wars tank, at least I think it is. And it only goes to the very best players. Only a limited number. You have to be a good player to get one. The turret is, yeah, it's, as I say, it's almost impenetrable. It's got a good top speed, 46 kilometers an hour for a heavy. That's pretty good. Great gun depression as well, 10 degrees. K2 took that round, and he got another high roll for 459. Remember, 440 alpha. He's mincing these enemies to pieces. Hawk out the game. That's his first kill. K2, go for the roof. Oh, he's going to go for the body. Gets that one between the tracks. And he does take one round from that K2, but it's a low roll, and he immobilizes the guy with the next shot. And that ELC is actually giving him a bit of chip. He's firing his 90mm in, he's tracked again, and the ELC claims the kill. Well done. I don't think we mind losing a kill here and there. You can see that some of the others have actually been firing heat rounds at Awppenheimer because they know full well that they'd have difficulty getting anything else through him. Okay, got an enemy tank over there in the distance. I didn't identify it, but it was actually a Centurion 7-1 at the time. British tier 9 medium. Oh, we've got a different one there now. It's a Barask up there, I think. Oh, more enemy tanks over here. He did get spotted. And in fact, he just took a round from a T1 LPC, or TL1 PC, I should say, who popped back down below the ridgeline to avoid getting hit on the return fire. Now, he's decided to turn around. We've got a Vipera here so we can support him as he's trying to take out this IS-7. And there's a Viz-55 over there as well. Now, this is the perfect tank to take down a Viz-55. Remember, he's got a 2-shot gun. But, oh, Malshan. What was that? Yes, it was a Malshan. He's gone. And now the IS-7's about to be hit. And that one went into the tracks, got eaten. Okay, but the next shot, well, no, can't do that. He can approach because there's no enemy as far as we can tell over to the other side. So it's just these guys on the ridgeline. You can see where that heat round went in, lower plate. As I said, it's a weak hull on the T95. The Samura is an AFK. He takes one round. We're firing the standard APCR at the moment, not the premium one. He's going for the turret again. And another pen. This time a high roll 444. The TL1 LPC came back. And that one didn't pen. But we're going to have to contend with that TL soon. He's a tier 8. He's going to feel this gun. And that's a hit. Now the TL is aiming at us, or is he? I think he might be aiming at our teammate. And there's the kill. Well, the TL's going to have to deal with somebody soon because we're going to hit him. And that's one shell through. That's a low roll, 417. He's probably going to start aiming at us soon. Another hit, low roll, 386. And we finally bounce around from him. And that's another one through the turret. The Viz-55's a one-shot. We only need to go over the ridgeline, finish him off. Hello, Mr. Viz-55. One round and he's out the game. That's our fourth kill. The TL1 snuck around in there, but he's about to get perforated again, and he's out the game. So there's only 4 enemy tanks left in this game. An AMBT, a Barask, a TS5. Oh, we've had another kill since. The kill was a Shrek. Or was it the Astron Rex? Well, they're all to the south of us at the moment. I don't think the enemy has a chance of winning this battle. But we can't afford to become complacent. You can see that Awppenheimer is only down to half his hit points. So he's still got plenty to play. He's gone back to the standard APCR because at least 2 of the enemy, well, 3 of the enemy actually, are tier 8s. So they haven't got that much in the way of penetration. We showed the rounds will actually do 270mm. Now the standard reload for this tank is 10.07. Awppenheimer's got 7.64. That's why he was so fast and had such good DPM. Okay, everyone closing in. He can still get a top gun if he gets another kill. Hello, Mr. TS5. One into the rear. He picks up 462, a high roll. Next shot won't kill him, but it might. As he gets that one in, now somebody might kill Steel. And they did. It was the Lorraine. And there goes another one, the AMBT, which means the Barask is the last one alive. He gets one hit in. He should be loading the HE now. HE will be perfect for this moment. And I think the ELC M90 is going to try and claim that last kill. Although it would be nice to give Awppenheimer the top gun. He's done a fantastic carry. So far, 9k. Oh, and he's frustrated as hell for losing that last kill. Naughty, naughty for the Kunstpanzer. Here's the end of battle results. That was a second-class tanker for Awppenheimer in the T95 FV4201 Chieftain. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up on fire, one short of getting a top gun, and 1/3 of the enemy team. That Kunstpanzer should have left the Barask, and he would have got it. And you can see how frustrated he was right at the end, where he started zooming in and out like that in a aggressive and furious manner. He had a right to be furious because he did all the work in that game. A huge damage game, a massive carry. He also got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 9. He got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall, a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, and he also got the tank sniper for doing the most damage in a distance of 300 meters or more with 8 shots, at least 8 shots, and 85% accuracy. His win rate was 10,964, which is super unicum and a lot more. And in fact, actually, he was the one who was going through, slicing the enemy to pieces, left, right, and center. Let's have a look at team score. Oh, he easily got the highest damage in this one. 9,269 hit points of damage. He really carried his team on that one. The next highest scorer only had half as much damage as him, and that was the Lorraine 50 ton who took out that TS5 towards the end of the game and denied Awppenheimer his top gun. 4158 to him. The third highest damage in the game turned out to be the enemy Brass, the last enemy taken out. He got 3,281 in that game, so he must have been fairly good as well. Oh dear. When it came to kills, Awppenheimer had that one as well, so he's got the top in that column. 5 kills to him, 3 kills to Lorraine, 3 kills to the Barask, and 2 kills to the Kunstpanzer, who actually denied the last kill, the Barask, to him. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got that one too, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. Couldn't his own teammates see that? He got 1,353 base experience points. 1,008 went to the Lorraine 50 ton, and they were the only 2 players to get over 1,000 base, with the ELC M90 being the next one following up with only 889. Yes, the Kunstpanzer well down the table. Only 2 kills and 897 hit points of damage. He was obviously just very, very keen to kill the last enemy, not realizing that the kill he was about to steal was to steal it from the best player on their team, the one who carried him on his back all the way to the end. Let's have a look at detail. Awppenheimer fired 26 rounds in that game, 24 direct hits on the enemy, 23 penetrations, 9,269 hit points of damage, of which 3,533 were at more than 300 meters, the rest at close range. 7 hits received from the enemy, 4 of them penetrated, 3 non-penetrations, most of them were heat rounds as well. The enemy was desperate to try and get those shells through the target, and they knew it was going to be very difficult if they didn't use premium ammo. 640 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 11 enemy vehicles engaged and 5 killed, 1,097 hit points of damage assistance in that game, spotting assist. He earned 113,396 credits from the battle, 30,000 for completing a mission, 143,396 credits altogether, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables. And yes, he did fire some premium ammo, in fact quite a lot of premium ammo in that game, but he did come out with a profit of 22,107 credits, and of course, as you saw, he did double the damage of the next player. 55 bonds for the mission achievement, 7 bonds because this was tier 10, 62 bonds in total from that battle alone, which only lasted just under 7 minutes. 2,029 XP for the battle, times 2 for the first victory, 102 from this being a premium vehicle, but mind you, it's only a reward tank, which means that you get to, less XP, less premium XP, because obviously they give more XP for if it's a tank that you actually buy. This one was gifted to him by Wargaming because he's a good player, and obviously they like good players, so they want to give him some reward. And 4,161 experience points altogether. So yes, I'm very disappointed that the rest of the team didn't see the fact that he was on 5 kills and he was about to get his next one. They should have left the TS5 to him. It would have been the easiest, but I'm afraid that Lorraine was just hungry to kill steal one. In fact, it might have been better, actually, if Awppenheimer had just held back on the fire and let one of the others perforate him and then kill steal at that moment to take it. But he wasn't to do that. He wanted to get the maximum damage he could get in the tank, and so that put another shell into the rear of the TS5, hoping that his teammates would realize what he was doing and let him take the final shot to get the game. But nope, they didn't, and that's very disappointing. It's almost as bad as people capping out at the end of a game when you can easily kill the last player, and that happened to Awppenheimer just recently in a VK7201K game on Sand River. If you see that video, have a look. It's heartbreaking what happens at the end. He was about to fire, about to take out the last enemy tank, a tortoise. He had it perfectly dialed in, ready to go, ready to press the button, and the game ended before he could even shoot. So yes, please don't steal last kills from people, and please don't cap out if you can see that you're about to kill the last enemy tank, because of course there's a bonus involved if you don't cap out. If you kill all the enemy tanks, you get the bonus as well, the bonus XP. So it's well worth it not to. And I regularly decap when I see that somebody is actually on the last kill and they're about to get it. In fact, actually, I have done it once when it actually worked against us, because I decapped and then the enemy turned the tables and we actually lost the game simply because I came out at the cap at the wrong moment and we couldn't cap out to win. So yes, sometimes it doesn't work, but it would have been much more preferable if they had allowed Awppenheimer to get that last kill, just as they did in this game. It would have been far better for everyone if he got a Top Gun and all the other medals. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. I got very frustrated, just like Awppenheimer did at the end, because that should have gone to him, but it didn't. But he did carry 9.2k, and it does show that he is capable of handling the Chieftain extremely well. If you enjoyed the replay, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.